Hello everyone, and welcome back to the Ponless Challenge Run, the live stream series where we are trying to complete a hat in time while collecting as few pawns as possible. And if you want to watch these challenge runs on your own time, be sure to subscribe to the YouTube channel and boop that bell button to stay notified. And hey Copper Nicholson, thank you so much for dropping by. How's it going? Glad to hear you have your Wi-Fi working. Now when we last left off, we finally managed to complete Rock the Boat, which ended up being a lot harder than I thought it would be because there are just so many pawns in so many random places, but we still managed to get through a Ponless, and that was an accomplishment. However, something we will not be doing tonight is getting through quite a number of these remaining purple timeless pawns, because all of them require pawns, and I looked this up. In order to get enough starting pawns to actually open up the, basically to fit the altars where we make the relics to access these levels, we need about 1,000 pawns. 1,000 pawns? Oh, don't tell me you're... Yes, Emily, I know. That means it's time. It's time to do something disgraceful, something dishonorable, but something necessary. Need to do 100% of the game. Oh no. We're going to have to collect 1,000 pawns? Well, 1,000 minus 37. This is going to be awful. Ah, fair enough, Copper Nicholson. Alright. Hey, at least you're getting tested, as long as just stay safe and follow guidance regardless. But yeah, so since we have to collect a lot of pawns tonight in order to make progress, I'm actually going to be doing a little bit of a route that can be used to get pawns very quickly. So essentially all we're going to be doing is reloading this opening section of Barrel Battle again and again, trying to collect as many pawns as possible. Doesn't sound very pawnless to me, but if I have to do it to get all my junk back, I guess it's worth it. Ugh. Just make it quick, Antomicx. I don't like this. I know, I don't like it either, but we have no choice. If you're going to blame anyone, blame the developers for... Not that that yarn matters at this point. But if you're going to blame anyone, blame the developers for having mandatory pawn count requirements for certain levels. Just so much going on. But anyway, I know that at least where I'm at, there's a lot of snow going around. I've also heard about the power outages going on around the United States, and I hope everyone's staying safe out there. Oh dear, I have made a mistake. I did not want to initiate the battle. Oh, cool, Copper Nicholson. You decided to start working on a video game? Nice. 2D style pixelated game, kind of like the old Pokemon games of Crossroad. Cool. Alright. What have you started doing so far? Have you started writing about what you intend to do with it, or... Like, when you say you're starting to work on a game, what have you begun doing? Because I know when at least as of late, I find that it's really useful to write before truly getting into the details of, like, programming a game. Or, I guess, more accurately, I would say you write and then you program the, we'll say, the game's engine itself, or the game's basic framework. Oh, that happened to King Bahamut? That stinks. I hope he's doing alright. Yeah. The snowstorm has knocked out a lot of power lines. Thankfully, though, I seem to be, at least where I'm at, things seem to be okay. For now. Fingers crossed. Are you sure you're developing a game, Copper Nicholson? That sounds a lot like what I'm working on. Oh, I feel so ashamed. I feel so ashamed of myself for collecting all these pawns, but we need to get more, don't we? We do indeed. Heck, kid, we do. Just so everyone on stream is aware, I don't... Okay. I get that you're joking, Copper Nicholson. Are you actually developing a game, or are you just trying to describe mine? Alright, enough. Joke's over, Copper Nicholson. I get it. Oh, this isn't very Ponless, Antomicx. It's 400%. I know, I know. But I don't have to like it. Ah, I see Copper Nicholson. And now we rinse and repeat. I don't know, Copper Nicholson, you probably put a lot of effort into those jokes, but it's just falling a bit flat with me, if I'm being honest. Although, speaking of my game, I have actually been working quite a bit on it, so I've implemented some death animations, I'm in the midst of working on the respawn mechanic. Just today, I started the process of getting basically saving to work, so saving a location. Now, I still have some animations to make for that, but at least I can functionally press a button while near something and, while near a certain, we'll say, altar, and load the game back up again and be in that position. Now, I do have to work out some bugs, but it's all part of the process of getting that sort of Souls-like save functionality all set up, which I'm really excited. You're only now just noticing this, Copper Nicholson? I've had to be experiencing this suffering for the past 6 minutes. It's awful. It's painful. But it's so I can collect my junk. And well, I'd do anything to get my junk back. Why must there be so many pawns in this world? And now we reset. Oh, that sounds good, Copper Nicholson. And it sounds like a nice dinner, too. Cool. It's, some nights are a bit slower, Copper Nicholson. That's perfectly normal. And sometimes it takes a bit longer for people to arrive. It all depends on things. And also the power outages could be affecting things as well, but it's all good. Whether it's one viewer or many more viewers, I'm happy to have everyone here regardless. It's cool to see everything's still happening. But just it all comes with the territory. I'm still happy, and I do like the progress we're making with the Ponless challenge run. I think with the rate we're going at, I could reasonably see us completing the Ponless challenge run by this Thursday stream. Now, that's a knock on wood, because I don't, it all depends how difficult these last couple of levels are. And how much time it takes to complete them. But assuming all goes well, then this Thursday could very well be the finale of the Ponless challenge run, which would be... It's definitely been a fun challenge run, and I've learned so many things about this amazing platformer that I never would have imagined. Like how to wall breach, for example. That was fun. Fair enough, Copper Nicholson. Well, yeah. So, Copper Nicholson. I need to reset the level anyway, so... Just to give you an idea. Anywhere that has a question mark are all the levels we have left. We're very close to the end. We just have a bunch of purple time rifts to do, and the finale. And that'll be it. So... Yeah, I know, the finale is going to be really hard, but it's... Definitely looking forward to it and seeing how it stacks up to some of the other really hard levels we've had in this stream so far, like... Pretty much all of the Seal the Deal levels as well as Rush Hour. Those were definitely the hardest levels so far in terms of doing things Ponless. Hey, Nimewatch! Thank you so much for dropping by. How's it going, man? Fair enough. Thank you so much. And also, this is going to be the most pawns you'll ever see me collect on this challenge run. Because we need 1,000 to do the last couple of purple time rifts. Glad to hear it's going well. 9-1. Right now, Antomicx is being a big meanie. I am not. This is all because we need to do those purple time rifts. I know, but I don't have to like it. Why did Gears for Breakfast design the game this way? Couldn't they just let us go into any levels without pawns? It would have been so much nicer. Can you imagine how much fewer pawns we would have collected in this challenge run? I know, Emily. I know. But it is what it is. I know. Oh, cool. 9 lots. That sounds like fun. What kind of setting is your Dungeons and Dragons campaign in? I've seen quite a variety in terms of settings, both as being a game master myself as well as actually playing Dungeons and Dragons as a player. Oh, it's the Persona games. I do know the. I don't know them well. I've only ever watched a Let's Play of Persona 5, but I know of them. Oh, that's cool. Is it following like a specific Persona game? Since I know there are some differences between the different Persona games. Or is it like you guys made your own? In terms of like lore and reasons behind the different Personas and such. Okay, it's basically based on Plasma Enhance. That's cool. So you guys, that means you guys are like Phantom Thieves. Nice. Well, that's all good. As what's important is that you're about Dungeons and Dragons is that you play it with friends and that you all have fun. That's what matters more than anything else. And if it's in a setting that you really enjoy, that's cool too. I see, we've already made the JoJo jokes, exactly. Ooh, that sounds like fun, Watch. Sounds like a fun character. Oh dear. Oh, you do a glass cannon source build. That could be fun. Very risky, but very rewarding. It all depends on whether or not you get one shot, though, I guess. Hey, look, everybody. We're more than halfway there to getting the pawns we need. Doesn't mean I still don't like it. I know you don't, Hat Kid. Oh no. Fair enough, Nine-Watch. Hey, that's the fun thing about Dungeons & Dragons is sometimes your characters develop in ways you never even imagined they would have at the start. I know, in one of the campaigns I run, in the campaign that I run, one of my players actually started with a more of a cyborg character, but over time, he kind of branched out into more of like a spellcasting kind of unit, and it's been a really fascinating transformation to watch unfold. Ooh, that sounds like fun, Ninelush. Brainwash status effect, okay. Interesting. Yeah. It's really cool when, like, when the mechanics of the world are able to tie into the lore as well. That's fun. Come on. Oh no! That sounds terrifying. I want friendly fire on. No. Wait a minute, what? What did I hit? Oh, that's cool. Anyway. No, that sounds pretty amusing, Nylon. Oh, I can confirm that to some extent. Does when I play Dungeons and when I play Dungeons and Dragons, my character has some, we'll say, psychic powers, and it's a lot of fun to do things like reading other characters' minds and use telekinesis and things along those lines. Ah, all right. Sounds good, Ninemwatch. Thank you so much for dropping by. Hope you have an awesome night, man. I hope you enjoy Dungeons and Dragons. Aw, thanks. Ow. Well, at least we're getting there. I'd say if that's the case, Hopper Nicholson, you probably want to ask your game master about that. Yes, Hopper Nicholson. So, basically what happens is these little balls have pawns in them. If you collect them all within a certain time, usually something happens. Now, we're not doing that since it'll trigger a cutscene and slow some things down, but And right now our goal is simply to get as many pawns as possible, which sounds just scandalous saying for a run like this, but this is where we're at. We cannot get 100% of the timepieces without doing this. In a way, except there are no red coins. It's just a challenge to collect regular pawns. So, alright. How many more? A little less than 300. Aww. Fair enough, Alpine Skyline. That does sound like the mechanics are fairly similar. Which doesn't surprise me. Hat in Time definitely takes a lot of inspiration from the 3D Mario games. And I think I mentioned this before, but I'll say it again. The Mafia Town, it feels very reminiscent of Delfino Plaza from Super Mario Sunshine. Which is fine. I think that's a cool looking environment. Ow. Super Mario Galaxy? I've never heard of that galaxy before. It must be on a different quadrant. Oh, there is actually a mod in Hat in Time that allows you to use the Flood or something like it, Alfred Nicholson. Now, obviously, we're not using that here because that would break the rules of the challenge run, which require us to not use any mods that would give us some tangible gameplay advantage. No, Topper Nicholson. We have rule sets to follow. But if you have a Hat in Time and you want to try it out, by all means, go for it. It does look like a fun mod. How many more times, Antomicx? Probably 2 to 3 more. 2 or 3 more? 2 or 3 more. Okay. Fair enough, Alfred Nicholson. But if you're ever able to play a Hat in Time, and you want to experience mods, there's plenty of them for this game. Which props to Gears for Breakfast for giving like Steam Workshop mod support for a Hat in Time. That is not an easy thing to do. But if you are able to pull it off, it can be extremely rewarding, especially for single player games. Since the Steam Workshop does a great job of making mods more accessible. Oh yeah. Yeah, I can see that. And I agree, I think Ant-Man is an underrated superhero. But that's all good. I did see both the Ant-Man movies and they were very good. I enjoyed them. Good amounts of humor and wholesome moments. Ah. Interesting, Copper Nicholson, interesting. Come on. We're almost there, aren't we, Antomicx? Just a bit more Hat Kid. Oh, I want to be... I want this memory behind me as soon as possible. Please. Anything to get rid of all these pawns. Anything. I think once more we'll be fine, Emily. Oh. Ah. That's cool, Copper Nicholson. Please just make it stop, Antomicx. You're almost there, Emily. You're almost there, Hat Kid. You can do it. Okay. Just a little bit more. Just a little bit more. We're almost there. Okay, just 10 more, right, Antomicx? Just 10 more. Oh, please tell me that's it. Oh, that's it. Yep, that's it. Thank goodness. Alright, chat, now that now that blasphemy is done with, we can finally move on to actually playing the game. That's a relief. So let's build some relics, shall we? Alright, trying to remember if there is one of those in the mailroom. I don't think there is. Oh, interesting. And which superhero would that be, Copper Nicholson? Ah. Cool. I think, was there one in here? Nope. Okay. Probably down here. Up, yep. I thought we might be missing some. Yeah. Alright, we're gonna have to go looking for a relic then. I think I know where one is, but it's not going to be fun. Because it will require us to collect pawns. Oh, that was the art room, Copper Nicholson. But before we do that, let's try and finish what we can. Alright, so this one should be pretty easy. We'll just do that. There we go. Boop. Now, I think there's one over in the lab, if I remember correctly. Yep. Do that. I do appreciate that we can build these relics wherever we like on the spaceship. It gives a little bit of customization to the way the spaceship looks. And now we're just going to... We actually will have to return to Alpine Skyline, I think, to get a relic, which I remember from the Windmill Peak episode. Unfortunately, it requires collecting pawns. So we'll have to add that to the pawn counter. We will? Oh. Oh, where is that? That's... I see... Maybe on the way to the lava kick? Yeah. Listen, Davern Hittelson, there's no other choice. We need to get this last relic to unlock the last area. Before we continue, I should probably put in the preset amount of pawns for each of these, because unfortunately this all has to add up to 1,000 based off what we just did because of the, we'll say, starting pawn amount. So the 100, it was 150 right here. Whoops. Then it was 200. And 300. It's 400, 500. Yeah, that all adds up, I think. So, it's very expensive to do these areas. Smurfykins, thank you so much for dropping by. How's it going? Yep, exactly. So to do these last purple timers, they require so many pawns. It's almost hilarious. But we haven't even done those levels yet. We've just been doing preliminary work to the pawns. We need to actually build the relic stands for them. Yeah, it's a bit of a slower night, Smurfykins, but we're happy to have you here. Oh, you're at Rabbits? That's perfectly fine. Hope you have an awesome dinner. Glad we got the step. Oh dear. I messed up the step. No! Oh, that works. Okay, so the relic we need, I think, is in there. Oh dear. Please. Yes! There we go. I think that's it. Unfortunately, that took us 15 pawns, so we'll have to add 15 pawns to, I think it's the Seal the Deal DLC one. So let's add that real quick. I'm not sure Smurfy but fair enough. Let's add 15 to that 300. This is painful. I know it is, Hack Kid, but it's for science. I know. And now, chat, it is time to build the last relic and see what we can do. Oh, whoops. I think... Where did I put that cake? Oh, it's in the art gallery, right? That's a lot of sandwiches, Topper Nicholson. Right. And there we go! Hack Kid? What did you do with that? You literally put that cake, made that cake inside the bell. What? I like it that way. Don't you know that the plate is the best part to eat? Whatever. I don't get Smurfykins. Oh, okay, I think I get it. So the idea is that he ordered... He only had enough money for half of what he ordered, essentially. I see. So, let's think about this. We could probably go in order here, so... Now that we've done all the routes, we just need to do all the purple time refs. So let's start by returning to Deadbird Studio. Ooh, time reft. Where's this one? Ah, it's in the main building. Okay. I know where that is. Oh no, these two again. Well, we got our glasses. Otherwise, it's no fun, right? It's not legit. Oh. Just DJ Drews and Conductor. They're always arguing. Always. Well, of course I'm doing that. I'm an agent of chaos. And aren't I adorable? Oh, of course we're trespassing. We need... Again, because we need to get to that purple time rift to get my junk. It's all for science, and we're so close to having enough fuel for me to get back home to planet France.
Let's make this movie happen! I will... In position! Action!
Yes, Smurfykins. Hat Kid is an alien, so her bone structure isn't actually that of a human, so that ponytails of hers isn't hair, it's actually, like, part of her head. Oh dear. I don't want to die. I just stay into this area. Please. It's actually revealed Smurfykins in the Murder on the Owl Express level. So just before the very end, you're in a place where the crows have been gathering intelligence. And what they find is they have an X-ray stand of Hat Kid, and it shows that she actually doesn't have a regular human bone structure. So that's where that comes from. I think the best thing to do is going to be to try and get up there. Time rift is over here, I think. Am I misremembering? I swore it said it was over here. Oh, wait a minute. It might be the other side of the... Hold on. Oh, there it is. Here we go. Alright. Let's see here. Yep. So we're starting the time rift with that many pawns, and that's the amount of pawns that's to get here. Without further ado, let's try and complete this time rift pawnless. If we can. I'm trying to remember where all... It's not necessary. Ah, there's one. I'm trying to remember where all the picture books are just for fun. Oh no. We'll be fine. What's the worst that could happen? Whee! There are pawns here? Why are there pawns in this level? Say it ain't so. Ah, you're leaving soon? That's perfectly fine, Smurfkins. Hope you have an awesome dinner. Oh, it looks like I have a message to read as a Mafia Dune from Hat in Time. So, one moment, chat. Read a message as Mafia Dune. Play the all-new Copper Mickelson brand game. The greatest gaming experience known to the modern world. At least 50% has less loot and then the Antomicx brand game. Featuring a better character, who's like Antomicx's character, but better. Help this character find the 7 Chaos Emeralds, bring balance to the Force by erasing the sequel trilogy from existence. And the best part is that it's free to play. No purchase necessary, except for loot boxes. Now available on mobile and behind the abandoned theater, or on Main Street. Okay, Copper. Okay. Are there any others here? I don't think so. Okay. Out of here. That could have been bad. And then it was bad. Oh no, there's one of those golden objects. Ow. Ah. I see. I really like the music for this time rift though. It's very engaging. Now was there a... No, there wasn't. Okay. Disruptus was very sneaky about hiding the storybook pages in these levels, so you have to really keep your eyes peeled for them. Now I'm going to try and get them all, if I can, but I don't remember where they all are. So, say Levy. No! I went too fast. Yep. Waluigi calf, Smurfykins. No, mods. But that's okay, because this doesn't change anything, it just looks silly. Yep, the Waluigi dance! Yes! Oh dear. I'd like to point out that Waluigi got into a hat in time before he got into Smash. Yeah, they really should. I just try to imagine what a... Are you kidding me? Come on! I try to imagine what a Waluigi game would look like. Like, what would the premise be? Would it just be tennis, but Waluigi's the hero? I don't think so, Copper Nicholson. Waluigi's mansion! Oh my goodness, yes! You may have liked Luigi's Mansion, but will you enjoy Waluigi's Mansion? It has 100% more wah than the other Luigi Mansions games. But that'll be all. Yes, instead of boo, it's wah! It's like very eerie, like wah! Like I said. Come. Why is this suddenly so difficult? We've gone through that vent so many times. I don't understand. I don't know. I think it's because of all those pawns I've collected. You made me collect tonight, Antomicx. It's making me want to touch them. No, don't say that, kid. But I do. I want the pawns. I want them. I'm so sorry, kid. I never meant for that to happen. Well, now you're suffering the consequences. Oh, I'm evil now? You say now as though I wasn't before. You realize I have no true understanding of right and wrong. I'm just an agent of chaos. Oh dear. Well, that works. Oh dear, that didn't then. Oh no. Wait, take 4,065? That's a lot. Oh dear. Oh, looks like the power of checkpoints compels us. Hopefully that not to my desire to collect spawns, though. I hope that changed, at least. There we go. Alright. Who's up for round 2, ladies and gentlemen? Right. We're starting to level that many pawns. And that's the amount of pawns to get here. And without further ado, let's try and complete this level Ponless. Oh dear. That works. No. It's okay. There's a lot of heart pawns on this level, so... Well, or I should say heart orbs on this level. And one of the things I do appreciate about these, what's it called? these purple Tyros is the fact that they have more gold pawns than you need to actually finish the area, so it gives you a little bit of like freedom of choice to try and complete the level in your own way. There are pawns everywhere. I don't like that. I don't like it at all. Can I stand there? No? It looks like a hole. Oh well. Let's see here. Whee! Now, how to get up there without collecting pawns? That is the real question, isn't it? But first, I see that crown back there. I want it. Can I wall run here? I wonder. Nope, too far. Oh well. Might be able to wall run there though. Oh. No. No! Why? Well, looks like we're resetting the level, chat. Pawns are tricky. Alright. We're starting to level that many pawns, and that's the amount of pawns that's to get here. Without further ado, let's try and complete this level of Ponless. I feel like by the end of this, we're just going to be so used to these areas. Well, that wasn't the most graceful, but it worked. Oh no. Ow. It's really easy to lose track of things, Copper Nicholson, especially when you're in tight corridors, and it's difficult to see. So we have to be very, very vigilant and careful here. But we'll make progress. We're doing pretty well so far. Now, how to get up there is the real question. Because it is a bit high. Oh, that works. Let's go. Now let's just be extra cautious. I have a feeling that box is going to release pawns. But we need to get closer to test that theory. I knew it! It's evil. It's an evil box, but thankfully I think we can get that. Nice. There we go. Oh dear. Ooh, that could have been bad, but at least we didn't hit a pawn on the way down. We do want to try and collect as many of these early, we'll say, crowns as we can, just because we don't know what's to come. If there's like some really bad platforming segments later. You're allowed to do that if you want to, Copper Nicholson. here. So there's only that one right there and that one up there, and the spot is to the left. Okay. Fair enough. Go top right first. Like that. Pretty sure you can afford a copper Nicholson. You've got a lot of sandwiches. I think there are a copper Nicholson, though. A level like this you can really take your time with. Oh dear. Well, I misjudged that a little bit. Oh, this section looks familiar, chat. It's because I think this is almost a identical section to one we saw back in the underground section of Dead Bird Studio, just remixed a little bit, and of course in an open area like this. But it's cool to see that be reused a bit. HackKid95, thank you so much for the follow. How's it going? Welcome to the Ponless challenge run, or I should say the minimum pons challenge run. We're trying to get all the timepieces while collecting as few pawns as possible, and it's... You need an absurd amount of pawns to do the purple time rifts. That's all good. We're still making good progress. Oh dear. Why? Here's for breakfast. I see you. I see you. What are we going to do there? Okay. Maybe if we jump right... Will that work? I can't tell. Okay. There isn't much to work with here. We just need a little more height. Well, that didn't work. Let's try that again. Nope. Oh, hey, Romelu. Is that how you say your name? Romelu, thank you so much for dropping by. How's it going? And to answer your question, yes, we did do Queen Vanessa's Manor, which I'm sure is the one you're referring to. And, yep, we did do that level. Or I should say, we did that level in the instance that we used the step for it, so... All you have to do to beat that level is, once you get into the basement, you just, I think, crawl underneath some barrels in, like, the leftmost section of the basement, and that lets you skip the entire level, so... That's, that's what we did. And thank you so much for the follow! I really do appreciate it. Welcome to the Ponless Challenge Run, or I should say the Minimum Pons Challenge Run, where we're trying to collect basically collect as few pawns as possible while getting all the timepieces. And it's been, yeah, no, I feel you, Romelu. I do not enjoy playing horror games at all. They're my least favorite genre because I don't like getting, like, jump scared or anything like that. And Queen Vanessa's Manor, I'll give the developers credit. As far as horror games, though, Queen Vanessa's Manor is very tame. But even so, it's not something I would personally want to play if given the choice. It's just kind of there. And thankfully, the devs has kind of included a skip for the scary parts of the level. I think for that reason, is that they recognize A Hat in Time isn't meant to be a horror game. It's a cute little platformer, and well, I think it's cool that they branched out into different genres with some of their levels. It's like, at the same time, you also don't want to scare off some people from 100% of your game, if that makes sense. Oh, wow, I guess that works. I don't find that enjoyable at all, Cobra Nicholson. That's why I was saying, like, I'm not the biggest fan of that. I think this might be the end of the level, but that's also a bad thing because we all know what happens when we hit this, right? It's the ball of sadness. We have to be extra careful. Careful. Oh. Oh, that was close. That's a precarious spot, though. That's away. Okay, okay. Oh, dear. This looks bad. Oh, that's a good point, Romolo. Yeah, definitely would not want to play that level with like a younger sibling or cousin or something like that, because you don't want to scar them for life. Exactly. There we go. Ponless. Or as ponless as we can get. Nope. Yes! The best time stop hat has arrived. It's a tinfoil hat. Let's go. Yeah, it's fine, Romelu. I get it. Alrighty, let's update the pawn table. So that was the studio, and thankfully we didn't have to collect any pawns. So the 100 pawn minimum just to play that level is all good to go. Up next will be Sleepy Subcon, which should be a lot of fun. But before we do that, I do want to take a quick break, so don't go anywhere, everybody. I'll be right back. Alrighty, welcome back, everybody. So let's see if we can find Sleepy Subcon. Okay, I think for that one we're going to have to unlock the last section of Subcon Forest. Alright. So we're trying to level that many pawns, and that's the amount of pawns that's set to get here. Without further ado, let's try and complete this level of Ponless. Yep. Alright, so let's see. Where is the... I need to remember where the fire is for this one. And that's a weak angel.
You look new around here.
I'm not seeing the fire over here, so I'm guessing it's on the other side. Most likely. It's cool. I love that they add this upper section to the forest, though. It adds so much more depth to the level, and I love it. Now, let's see. Somewhere around here is going to be a bonfire.
Solid neck like yours for a long time. I wouldn't mind being strapped around a cute neck like yours.
Oh, this game. Its humor is top notch. Okay, I'm not seeing the... Where are they? Boxes! Where are you? I wanted! La viande! La viande! Oh, there they are. Oh, that was close. So we've got to get these up. Oh, there's one all the way up there. Okay. Okay, here we go. Yep, it's Happy Romolo. Burn! Burn! Are you sure I'm still the hero? I never said you were, Hat Kid. Good. Because I am an agent of chaos. And aren't I adorable? Okay, there we go. I'm surprised I can stand on this without getting hurt. Now, if we go up here... Wait. Am I sensing cheese? Well, maybe. If we time it better. Alright, chat. Alright. Jump. Jump. Dive. Dive. Okay, okay, no. That is just slightly too far. But it was worth a shot. Now, can we just hop up there? Please? If we go from the high end. There we go. But I see that pawn. It makes me scared. We'll just walk carefully around it. Carefully. There we go. Now we can reach this. Can I make that throw? Let's find out. Aww, that's disappointing.
You'll come with me.
Looks like we only have one left. Only once more. Oh, actually, this should work. If I can get this lined up right. There we go. Now we're making progress. Or not. The path... I know we're supposed to go up one way, but that's no fun. Let's do things the wrong way. Like this. Or not. I'm trying to do a skip, ladies and gentlemen, but I don't think it's working. Maybe if we land up like this. Oh. 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 There we go. There's our skip. Now please get this right. Yes! Not the pawns. Anything but the pawns. But we managed to get through that part pawnless, which means now all we have to do is find the time rift. We gotta go fast, so gotta go wah. Oh, picnic table. Alright, so somewhere around here is... Oh, there's the blue crystal. It's just part of the lower Copper Nicholson. Now, that's a really pretty display there. How did I not hit that? Like time is frozen here. Oh, I get it. It's supposed to be like a broken hourglass, I think. And everything's kind of frozen in place. That's cool. There we go. Let's go! The lore of Hat in Time, Copper Nicholson. Sleepy Subcon. I always find this level adorable. Look at all the cute raccoons. Yep, exactly. We're going somewhere else. Everything's on fire! No! Do these thorns seriously not have collision? Well, might do. I think Copper Nicholson is referring to Grekor. Oh, was that all of them? I think it was. Or a fair amount of them, at least. Grekor isn't here tonight, from what I can tell, but I'm pretty sure he's from Brazil. There we go. I missed one of the crowns. Fair enough, Moscription. And hey, Moscription, thank you so much for dropping by. How's it going? I'm purposely trying not to go for the storybook pages since that's not the focus of this. I'm more focusing on just trying to complete the levels while collecting as few pawns as possible. Oh dear. I know I missed some storybook pages. That was intentional. But now, can I hit that? That's not hurt. Okay. Here we go. Careful. Oh dear. Okay, good. No pawns. Good enough. Oh, that's a unique enemy type. I honestly don't remember these things. Apparently they exist. We just need one pawn. Or not one pawn, one crown. There we go. Dropped pawns. The horror. But we're out. Oh no. Well, this doesn't bode. Oh, okay. There's an invisible wall. Thank goodness. Okay, so maybe if we hit it to a corner first, and then try to hit it, I don't know, maybe to the side somewhere. Like, oh dear. Oh no. Okay, we didn't collect any. That's good, that's good. We just walk around. We'll head over there. All these evil pawns. Let's go! There we go! Let's go! Oh look! A storybook about Queen Vanessa. She found a prince. The end. Alright, so I don't think there's any need to update the pawn counter because, once again, we just have those starting pawns we needed to play that level. But, making good progress, though. Now let's head to Alpine Skyline. Alright, to Alpine Skyline we go. And this one is, I think, in the fiery area. I remember there being pawns here, so we want to be careful. Was it down there? Maybe? Oh, wait a minute. No, that's not it. It's... We need... Okay, so it's looking at one from kind of the left. Over there. Not that I can see. It's down there. Oh dear. Okay. Okay, we avoid those. That's good. Gotta be around here somewhere. Okay. I think I hear it. Maybe over there to the right.
This heat is great. Oh, it's even hotter to the right.
I don't see it. Alright, my guess is probably at the other side of here. This is a bit out of the way. I don't think we've ever been over here before, though.
Hey, this way doesn't lead to any peaks.
I'm very confused. Okay, there's no peaks over here. I don't think it's here, then. What the? Oh, that was strange. Okay, we can stand there at least. That's a relief. Okay, in that case, I'm thinking it's where... Okay, we avoid that. That's a relief. Oh, no. Well, we're gonna have to reset anyway, but I want to know where this is, because I'm just confused. Oh, is it like right at the start? It might be. It is. Okay. You feel dumb, don't you? I do. I do. I really do. But at least we know where it is now. It was right at the start. Alright, there it is. Let's go. Alrighty. So we're starting the level with that many pawns, and that's the amount of pawns I took to get here. Without further ado, let's try and complete this level upon this. See what we... There we go. Oh dear. Oh, that could have been bad. Thankfully, we didn't run into any of the cats, so that's a relief. Oh, no, we did. But thankfully, we didn't collect the pawn, so that's a relief. Oh dear. Nope. That's up. Oh yeah, no problem, Romolo. It's important to be able to talk about your problems and, you know, try to get some peace of mind. I understand that, and we try to be very supportive here. So, is that okay? Hold on, I'm having trouble identifying that. What is that? Is that a pawn? Please tell me it's just. I think it's just... Okay, it's just a crown. It just looks really bizarre through there. Okay. Please don't be a pawn. Okay, thank goodness it wasn't. Now, let's see, how am I going to... Oh, that's just one of those, don't worry about that. We'll head over there. Make our way up there. Just avoid all the pawns. Ow, 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 oh dear. Alright, we're making progress at least. Okay, now where is the... Trying to remember where the way out of here is. Is that the beginning? Oh, yep, yeah it was. There we go. I remember this section being pretty challenging from some of my other Hat in Time playthroughs. Just when I was playing through normally. Because the spot can be pretty confusing at times. I see those pawns. I don't like it. So, let's go the wrong way. Like that. Remember, was this the last area, or I think it was. Alright, good. Now we just have to do the hard part, which is try not to tip pawns. Okay, let's hit it over there. Try to hit it over there. I can't see anything, it's okay. This is not an ideal position. Careful, careful. Oh, come on! No! No! Ugh. That's a reset. Oh, I'm glad to see you guys in chat are supporting each other, and I will mention Nightbot does have some commands. So you can actually type !HUD and a name to HUD someone, for example. And there's some other fun commands there as well, so feel free to mess around with those. Not with an @ it's like... So it would be like this, /HUD. There you go. I think there's a command list for all the commands we have there. There's like the boop command, there's the rules command, there's the sandwich command. Lots of fun stuff. We're trying to level that many pawns. That's the amount of pawns to get here. Without further ado, let's try and complete this level of Ponless. Oh dear. Ow. Oh yeah, that's true, Copper Knuckles. And we also, I also have a Discord server where a lot of especially frequent members of chat like to go, and it's great to be able to keep in contact with you all there. Careful. I also like to post updates about my game's development there, so that's also a fun aspect of the Discord server. And yeah. Alright, good progress so far. Nice. Alright. Hey, no worries about that, Romolo. You wouldn't be the... We actually, I think we have a couple of members of the Discord server who aren't the best with English, but they're still able to have a great time and hang out. And it doesn't have to be in voice chat either; it can just be in regular chat. So, we're very understanding. And as someone who grew up learning English, I will tell you that English is not an easy language. It has so many convoluted rules that are difficult to understand and follow. Now, where is... Oh, there's... Alright, I wonder. Can I hit that from here? Not quite. Oh, okay. Thought that might be a step opportunity, but... C'est la vie. Perfect. And now we can try again. No, Copper Nicholson, I am not. I just know a couple phrases here and there, that's all. Oh dear. Okay, so here we go again. Let's... Alright, so jumping on it doesn't seem to collect pawns, but... Oh, you've gotta be kidding me. Oh, this is scary. Why? I don't like this. Nope, 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 no, 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 no. Stay away from me, pawns. Stay away. Oh, no. That's evil. That's cruel. Well, this is probably the best we'll do, so... Not Ponless! I'm disappointed. Alright, chat. We've gotta update that. That is just such an inopportune spot for it on Alpine Skyline. So I think... I need to double check back at the spaceship what we ended that off with. Sure, why not? Yes, get good indeed, Copper Nicholson. Indeed. Alright, so it was 4 pawns. Okay. So that's... Let's update the pawn table. Alpine Skyline is coming back with a vengeance. That's all good. It's part of the fun. Now, I believe that means... Yeah, we've got Deep Sea and the Rumby Factory left, as well as the tour. And then we'll be at the finale, so... Let's continue on our merry way. Hello, Sound of the Shadow! Thank you so much for dropping by, and thank you so much for the cheer. I really do appreciate it. Do you have a pawn I can borrow? I guess technically the entire game's worth of pawns, since we're trying so hard to avoid them. Ah, first level. Okay. I will mention Sound of the Shadow. At the rate we're going right now, it is very likely that we'll be finishing up the Ponless Challenge run this Thursday. Just as we only have a few more time rifts left to go. Oh, okay. Oh, you died, Joe? Fair enough, Romelu. Thank you so much for dropping by. I hope you have an awesome night. Alright. Now, where is that time rift? Okay, fair enough. Have a great night. Time rift, I think, was over here somewhere. Oh, that's where the squids were. They're over here. Okay. They're trying to stop us from getting to the time rift. But they won't. Alrighty. Let me just double check the pawn counter. I gotta update that. Alright. So we're starting to level with that many pawns, and that's the amount of pawns it took to get here. Without further ado, let's try and complete this level of Ponless. Or as pawnless as can be, because the entry fee is ridiculous. Why? No! I do not approve of this. Nope. It's going to be an interesting stream. These pawns are all in the most inopportune spots. Like, we need to be there. Like, come on. Here's for breakfast. Are you trying to send me a message? Look, this particular time rift is already hard enough as it is with all the sea urchins everywhere. Now you're just going to add more pawns onto the fire. It's okay. We'll do our best. It's all part of the fun. Just I wait. Oh no, there's a... Now, let's see. So that's one. We need a couple to get out of here. I don't want to do that wall run, though, is the issue. My day is about to get a whole lot worse. How so, Son of the Shadow? Are you planning something? Thankfully, that didn't give us a pawn, so we're good there. How are we going to get up there? Is there enough space to back run up there? There might be. But we would have to, like, hug the very edge right here. Wait. Let's go! So there is enough space to do that. Now... we should be able to get that one. Also, I see our sprint hat is not quite correct. There we go. And for those who are wondering, no, I'm not going for the picture book phages. We need to try and, just trying to finish this up. Oh, Robolo, welcome back! How's it going? Now, out here. Walk a little bit closer. I am trying so desperately to line myself up so I don't touch those pawns. With depth perception, this part of the level is very difficult. Ah, there we go. Now, just to get past that part, I think we might be able to stand... Well, that's disconcerting. But at least we can stand there. Hey, no worries there, Romolo. Most of the members of the Discord server don't use the voice chat. In fact, I don't think I've ever used it for my Discord server, at least not yet. So there's no worries there, man. Alright, so there we go. Now we just gotta... I think that was everything. It'll do. I do love the color scheme here, though. It's just so... It feels like the Deep Sea, especially with all, like, the deep purplish colors. Deep purplish and deep pink. I don't know. We just need a way up that doesn't involve pawns. I think this'll do. I see those fonts. Can I stand there? I can. Alright. I guess this kind of feels like a Super Mario Galaxy level. In some ways. Good question, Solid Shadow. I have not considered that because, one, I don't know if such a mod exists, and even if it did, there are mandatory pawns in the game. Which means a mod like that would truly prevent actually finishing the game. Alright. I think there's a pawn around here, isn't there? Oh, sorry, a crown, I should say. It's over here. Oh dear. Pfft. I don't know what happens to the camera badge, but it's up. Yep, right over there. Oh, hold on. But before we continue, let's say I have a message to read as Apollo. Read a message as Apollo. Buy Copper Nicholson Brandt's and video game, the #1 mobile game on the Apple App Store. This game has everything. Witches, wizards, robots, aliens, pirates, ninjas, mutants, teenagers, turtles, pizza, master, splinter, shredder, maiden, Fots, news, 21st century Fots, and also Fots Waluigi. He's like regular Waluigi, but 20% more Fotsy. Stomp out evil with your wicked groupie slippers and end the Wicked Witch once and for all. Pre-order now to unlock the new playable races, the Evotar Mega Llama, and a dating sim adventure mode. Copper Nicholson, why? I think I need... Can I hop around that? I might be able to. That is risky. I can! There we go. So much fun to do things the wrong way. Now there's a pawn all the way over there, so... We could continue on, but I want to make sure we are trying to hedge our bets in case the later areas are much worse than this. So, this spot is pretty bad. but we'll make do. That works. Alrighty, there's last one of this section. Now we just make our way back. We're making such good progress, chat. Alright, I think this is the last area of the Undersea. This area is tricky, though. It's either this or one more area. I can't remember because this is just such a hard section. So much platforming before you get any of the crowns. Jump, jump, dive, jump. There we go. Okay. One up there. Will that work? Aw, it won't. Ow. Oh, random question for me, Romoko. Which game is my favorite or one of my favorites? Good question. Oh, you like Twilight Princess in Minecraft? Okay. That's cool. For me, I would say... Well, I have two games that are my favorites. One is more so from my childhood, and one is more so from, I'd say, more recently. And those games are Shining Force, which was a strategy RPG for the Sega Genesis. I played that on PC, actually. And Crosscode, which is originally was a PC indie game that's an action RPG, and it's really well designed and has a really amazing story, too. So those two games are by far my favorites. Have you ever heard of them, Romulo? I think we'll be good to go here. Oh, there was another section. Well, I remember this section being painful. We just need 3, though. Fire, fire everywhere. Oh, hey, Gregor, thank you so much for dropping by. How's it going? You having a good night so far? Okay. No pawns so far, that's good. Ah, you've been alive. Alright, it's good to be alive. Let's see. Do. Okay, so we'll have to do all 3 of these hard sections. Ah, fair enough, Rector. No, as long as you're having fun, that's what matters. I will mention, though, considering the amount of progress we're making, it's extremely likely that we'll finish A Hat in Time on Thursday. Wait. Okay, that was close. Yep. I am wondering though, chat, if I do finish streaming on Thursday a bit earlier, like, what should we do? Like, that would be my question to you all, because if things were to go really well with the final couple of levels, then the stream might be over in like half an hour, which wouldn't be particularly... Which wouldn't make a whole lot of sense. I also don't have that. Oh no! I just saw the heart fonts, man. Hold on, let me add that. Alrighty. But yeah, Jackbot's probably not, because I don't have that. Boo! Anyway. For those in chat who don't know, I am in the... I speak about this a lot on stream, but we do have some new members of chat tonight. When I'm not streaming and I'm not at work, I'm generally working on a video game that I'm developing. And... oh dear. And the name of the game is Heartwell. It's an action RPG. It's a 2D retro action RPG with that will have a branching narrative, as well as it has Souls-like mechanics, so it'll challenging but rewarding gameplay. It looks like we have to start from the beginning, so. But we'll make the most of it. Exactly, Gretgor, and actually it means a lot to me to hear someone say that it's earnest work made by someone who cares. Thank you. I appreciate it. I really do. That means so much. Because I've... Oh, first, but before I continue, we're starting to level with that many pawns, and that's the amount of pawns to get here. Without further ado, let's try and complete this level Ponless. As I was saying, I started working on developing Hartwell, my indie game, I think it was either March or April of 2020, so the fact that it's almost been a year since I started working on that game, and to see how far it's come, and still how much further I have to go, it's eye-opening, but it's been so rewarding. Yep, exactly, Bradcore. I have entire, like, a whole subsection of the Discord server dedicated to Hartwell, so if you have questions about the game or just want to see my current development updates, that's definitely the place to go check. I do intend to eventually post stuff about Hartwell on Twitter too, but I only want to do that once I'm more confident in when I can start, in when I think the demo is going to be ready. It's only going to be PC, since that's the software I use, Fusion 2.5, at least the way I'm currently building it, is only for Windows, a Windows executable. But like Crosscode, it's a type of game that's I don't think would make as much sense on console anyway, because in Crosscode you really do need a mouse to accurately aim and react to things. It just doesn't feel the same on a console. And Hartwell has some similar mechanics in that respect, in that a mouse is very much required to make its combat work. Yeah, that's right, Raptor. It shouldn't require a super beefy computer. I mean, it's not like I'm breaking any sort of programming it's I mean, the graphics are 2D. It's pixel art, so it's not like it shouldn't be straining any machine just to run it. And I'm doing my best to optimize it so that even when I do some crazier things or have more complicated levels or things like that, it doesn't it hopefully doesn't lag. I still need to. My biggest concern right now is what happens when I start having multiple enemies with a pathfinding algorithm. If that might cause lag. I'm not sure yet. And if it does, I'll try to work that out. But for now, it doesn't. It seems to be pretty runnable on most PCs, though I'm still very early in the development stages. Yeah, about that. Currently, there's no, like, option menu set up for that, so what you see is what you get. But it's not going to be straining. It shouldn't be straining anyone's PC, unless it's, like, I don't know, a Windows 98 computer or something like that. But even then, it shouldn't be that intensive. Alright, now, was there another one here? I don't think so. Okay. Oh, yep, that's very true, Redcore. We do have a lot of game developers and indie devs who hang out on the Discord server, too, and it's cool to see what they're working on. And it's from, like, all different skill levels, too. Like, I'm more of a self-taught indie dev, a self-taught solo dev. Redcore has done some RPG Maker stuff. Seven Sice, another frequent viewer of ours and a fellow streamer, also likes to do some, I think, game dev stuff with RPG Maker. And I think we even have one guy who actually works in the industry and does some, and is constantly helping with marketing things. Though I don't remember his name. I think it was Holmes or something. But anyway, point is, we have a very welcoming community that especially loves talking game design and game dev stuff. And I'm really thankful that you're all a part of that. I mean, one of the hardest things about being a solo dev is motivation. Like, you can absolutely love what you're working on, but if you're just doing it by yourself and not getting any feedback, it can be very it can get very, it can feel like sometimes you're just spending a lot of effort on something and not really seeing a tangible end to it. But having you all here to give me feedback or supportive comments, it really does help maintain that motivation. And I, again, from the bottom of my heart, I really am. I really appreciate all the thoughtful comments and feedback you all give me and support. So again, thank you all so much for your support. I mean, fair enough, Grekor. I'd say you should look, when you're looking for anything to develop a game with, you want to make sure it can accomplish what you need it to. What I mean by that is, if you have a clear vision for a game, then you can choose a game development software or language that can meet those needs. Aw, thanks for the HUD, Grekor. And if what you're developing, what you're planning to develop fits with Godot, by all means, go ahead and learn it. But if there's a way to, say, make what you're doing with something you're more familiar with, well, that's something you have to consider too. I know in my case, I've used Multimedia Fusion 2 for the longest time, and more recently Fusion 2.5, which is the latest version of it. And even though that is, it's more of an event-based programming software rather than a hard code kind of thing, I've never run into a situation where I felt like there wasn't something I could accomplish with it. I've had to do some workarounds for sure, but there hasn't been a moment where I felt like I had to stop. Or like, you know what, this is just beyond the capabilities of this software. But if it did come to that, I'm like, you know what, there was a limitation, then I might consider something else. That's all part of the game design process. You need to pitch something that fits what you need. It can be. I think, it depends on the software, though. So RPG Maker, I've heard, is good for cutscenes and NPCs, but it's terrible if you want to do, like, custom movement in that situation. Fusion 2.5 has, I don't think has that issue as much because just the way you program with its menus is so flexible. There are ways to do custom movement. You just have to understand what to do. So, at least for Hartwell, what I've had to do is, instead of using any of the default movements that are provided by Fusion, I had to come up with sort of a custom movement set based off of fast loops. And I think it's working pretty well. It's just, it required me to learn a lot more about the software than I ever thought I would need to. But that's okay. It's all part of the learning experience, as well as just trying to become more proficient in the software. But yeah, Fusion 2.5, you can absolutely do custom movement things with that. Oh dear. Okay, I hope this doesn't have pawns. Okay, I'm not seeing any pawns, that's good. Any more? Maybe down there? It's not worth it. There's a chest. What's in here? Oh, okay. Let us out. But yeah, if at any point Grekor or someone else on the Discord server decides they want to give Click Team Fusion 2.5 a try, maybe by checking out the free edition, and they have questions, feel free to ask me stuff. I've used Click Team software products for, I think, since I was in middle school, if I'm remembering correctly, when I was first trying out the Games Factory 2 free edition, and I do stand by that software. There is so much that can be done with it if you understand how to make use of it, and at least for me, because I like to think more visually, it's easier to understand than if I just sat down and did a bunch of lines of code. Oh yeah, there is a... My mistake, Hopper Nicholson. I don't think I read that message, so allow me to rectify that immediately. Read a message as DJ Drews. Tired of playing boring games like A Hat in Time? Try Copper Nicholson brand video game instead. All who is not well in the Mushroom Kingdom, and only you can recover the Krabby Patty secret formula. But from the evil Frank Oz and the Legend of Muppets in this free-roaming sandbox RPG. Team up with Scarecrow, Tin Man, Cowardly Lion, and Dorothy in 4-way multiplayer action, coming soon to the PS5 and Amazon Echo, featuring guest appearances from Barack Obama, Imagine Dragons, Carrie Fisher as Linda Goodwitch. Sorry about missing that, chat. I just I was on a bit of a rant, but that's okay. It's rectified. Oh no, no. No. You have to do this at section of 10. It's okay, we'll get it. Just need to be very, very cautious. Awesome, glad you like that, Copper Nicholson. I think the easiest one is going to be that one to the right. Yeah. Oh, that sounds like fun, Drekor. Fire, fire everywhere. Ow. No. No, no, no. No. Why? Alright, chat. It is 8:34, but I feel like we could do this level. I just need to focus. So you know what, chat? We're doing a little bit later tonight, not too much. We'll give it one more shot. Yeah, we're starting a level with that many pawns. That's the amount of pawns to get here. Without further ado, let's try and complete the Deep Seas Ponless. Oh, that's awesome. Glad to hear that, chat. Just very carefully navigate that. Very carefully climb here. Ah, I heard burbs. There we go. Nicely done. Let's hit that last one. Oh no. Okay, there we go. Oh yeah, that cat just keeps coming after us, don't they? Alright, but at least we got this section done. Now what we should be aiming for, chat, is to try and get as many of those, we'll say, the crowns early so we don't have to do anything in the last section, because the last section is the worst. By far. Oh dear. Careful. No, 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 no. Careful. Oh no, I messed that up. Thankfully, that didn't hurt. There we go. Okay, now we're up here. That's good. And that's a death. But we'll make do. There we go. I think this will just send us batch, so no need for that. There we go. That sea urchin is much closer than I would have liked. All right. And now. I know, right, Gregor? The parallel conversations are one of the fun things about this stream. I'm just in focus mode trying to make our way out of basically complete these levels, whereas Chad is off talking about something completely different. Okay. That's for her, Romulo. Thank you so much for dropping by, though. It was a lot of fun to chat with you, and I hope you have an awesome night. Good question. So my stream schedule is posted in the About section of the Twitch page. It's typically Tuesdays and Thursdays at 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Or, if you join our Discord server, of course, I post reminders every time I go live. But it's always done, at least as far as I can tell for now, Tuesdays and Thursdays at 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And yeah. Let's see here. So 1, 2... I really feel like there's another one here. Or am I just being facetious? Aw, thanks for the sandwiches. I really appreciate it. Is there one here? Nope. Okay. Wait a minute. Is that one down there? No, I'm just imagining it. That's That's wishful thinking on my part. Oh no. Ooh, that could have been bad. That platform is really swift. Okay. I don't think there's one in there, but I want to check just to be sure. Nope. Nothing in there. In that case, we're going to have to collect one in the last section, but at least it's only one. Because this last section is awful. Like... Okay. Let's think about this. Alright, as bad as that looks, at least once we get past that sea urchin section, I think we'll be pretty much in the clear. Okay. Nice! Alright, we got it, chat. We just need to finish strong. Oh dear. What? Let's go! Okay, hopefully that's enough space for us to do what we need to do. So, let's see here. That way, hop away. Over there. Stay away from me, pawns. Just Joe. Yeah, wait. Get away! Get away! Okay. Did we do it? We did it! Let's go! Yes! Let's go! Oh, we have a picture butt. Lost at sea. What we learned in boating school today is, don't drive your boat into an iceberg. Like that would ever happen. I know, right, Gregor? I don't like those pawns either. But we have proven that you only need 300 pawns to beat that level because, unfortunately, as you can see, chat, well, I should say 315 just because it takes that many pawns to get into the level between getting one of the relics from a pawn collecting challenge and, of course, the 300 pawns we need to just break that. But now, as for what's going to happen next stream, chat, it's going to be Rumby Factory, the tour, and then the finale. And most likely, next stream is going to be the last episode of the Ponless Challenge run. So, we are really getting down to the nitty-gritty. If you're watching here on Twitch, I will be doing a raid, so feel free to stick around for that. But if you're watching on YouTube and you enjoy what you saw, please consider subscribing. It's free to subscribe on YouTube. You can always change your mind later. It's a great way to show support. If you're watching on YouTube, hope you have an awesome night.